So here it's showing us some values for a function in this table. And it says which statement best describes the function. And you can see that it's trying to ask us if it is linear or if it's not linear and why. So you need to remember that if it is linear, it has a constant rate of change. So this is a linear function right here. So if our points are on this straight line, then it is a linear function. So we could graph each of these points, 0, 0, these are the points, right? 225 and 350, and see if it makes a straight line, if we can tell. Or we can come up with the slope between each of these points. So figure out what the slope is here and figure out what the slope is here and if they are the same. Another word for slope is rate of change. So let's look at the slope between the first 2 points here. So I'm going to write that down, 0, 0 and 225. So remember, the first number is your x, the second is your y. And slope is the change in y's, how much you're rising. So it's 25 minus 0 divided by the change in your x's. So that's 25 over 2, which when I divide that, I get 12.5. So the slope between our first 2 points is 12.5. Now let's see if the slope between the other 2 points is also 12.5. So our other 2 points are the distance between these other 2 points are 225 and 350. So again, we're going to label them x, y, just to be careful. So it's the difference between the y's divided by the difference between the x's. When I do that, I see that the slope is 25. So the slope is different. So this is not a linear equation because it's like it went like this and then it had a steeper slope. Has a little bit of a curve to it. So it's not linear, and it's not linear because it doesn't increase at the same amount compared to f of x doesn't increase at the same amount compared to x, meaning the change in y compared to the change in x is not the same. The slope is not the same.